Hi there. I hope you're having a great day so far. How's everything going? Today, we're going to talk about something really important. This topic is all about understanding the feelings women experience and how we can listen, support, and connect with them on a deeper level. By learning how to recognize and respect their emotions, we can create stronger, more meaningful relationships. A woman's emotions is one of the most powerful ways to build a deep and meaningful connection. Women often experience emotions in layers. What you see on the surface might only be part of the story. To truly understand her, you need to listen, not just with your ears, but with your heart. Listening helps you understand what she's feeling and why, and it shows her that her emotions matter to you. Mastering a woman's emotions doesn't mean trying to change how she feels or fix every problem. It means being patient, paying attention, and showing genuine care. Sometimes she might not even want advice. She just wants someone to listen and understand. By taking the time to hear her out, you're building trust and creating a safe space where she feels comfortable sharing her thoughts and feelings. If you want to truly connect with her, listening isn't just about hearing words. It's about understanding her emotions, even the ones she doesn't say out loud. When you listen well, you're showing her that you value her as a person. This skill isn't just for romantic relationships. It can help you connect with her. So let's explore how mastering the art of listening can help you better understand the inner emotions of a woman. Number 1. Listening to understand. Picture this. A woman comes home after a long day. She seems quiet, a little distant, and you can tell something's on her mind. Instead of brushing it off, you gently say, "Hey, you seem a little off today. Do you want to talk about it?" At first, she might hesitate, unsure if she should share. But when she sees that you're genuinely interested, she begins to open up. She talks about how stressed she's been at work, or how a small argument with a friend left her feeling upset. You don't interrupt or try to solve it right away. Instead, you listen, nod, and say things like, "That must be really tough," or "I'm here for you." Later, as she continues to share, you notice her voice softens and she seems a little more relaxed. This shows how important it is to create a safe space where she feels heard. You might ask gentle follow-up questions like, "What can I do to help?" Or, "What would make you feel better right now?" These small gestures let her know you care about her feelings and are willing to support her in any way she needs. Sometimes emotions aren't expressed through words but through actions or silence. Imagine she's unusually quiet while you're both watching TV. Instead of ignoring it, you pause the show and ask, "You seem a bit quiet tonight. Is something on your mind?" Even if she says, "I'm fine," your attention shows you're paying close attention. Later, she might open up when she feels ready. This kind of patience and attentiveness can deepen your connection and help you truly understand her emotions. Another instances could be when you notice she seems unusually distracted during dinner. Perhaps she's scrolling on her phone or picking at her food. Instead of feeling frustrated, you gently say, "You seem like something's bothering you. Want to talk about it?" This simple response might encourage her to share her worries about a personal issue or work stress. Even if she doesn't open up right away, she'll appreciate your effort to check in. Lastly, think of a time when she's excitedly sharing something, but then suddenly grows quiet. Maybe it's because she feels self-conscious or unsure if you're interested. You could respond by saying, "I love hearing you talk about this. Tell me more." This comfort helps her feel valued and encourages her to continue expressing herself. Small moments like these show her that her emotions matter and that you're fully present in the relationship. Number 2, being present in a moment of frustration. Let's say a woman comes home after a tough day, slamming her bag on the table and letting out a deep sigh. Her body language, tense shoulders, quick movements, makes it clear that something is wrong. Instead of assuming she's angry or brushing it off, you pause what you're doing and gently ask, "Is everything okay? You seem upset." She hesitates, her frustration bubbling beneath the surface. At first, she responds with, "I'm fine," but her tone reveals that she's far from it. You don't push or get defensive. Instead, you stay calm and say, "It seems like something's bothering you. If you want to talk about it, I'm here to listen." This reassurance gives her the confidence to open up. She starts talking about her day, how her boss assigned last-minute tasks, leaving her feeling overwhelmed and unappreciated. As she speaks, her voice wavers between frustration and sadness, revealing how deeply the situation has affected her. Rather than jumping in with solutions like, "Just tell your boss you're too busy," you stay present and validate her feelings. That sounds really frustrating. It must feel unfair to have so much pressure on you. She looks at you, her expression softening, because your words show you understand what she's going through. She feels seen and heard, and the tension in her body starts to ease. By simply listening and acknowledging her emotions, you help her feel supported. She's not looking for you to fix the problem. She just wants someone to understand how she feels. In that moment, your presence and empathy make all the difference, strengthening your bond and helping her feel less alone in her struggles. Number 3, understanding silent sadness. Visualize this, sitting next to a woman who seems unusually quiet, staring out the window with a distant look in her eyes. She hasn't said much all evening, and you notice her usual warmth and energy are missing. Concerned, you gently ask, "You've been a bit quiet today. Is something on your mind?" She shrugs at first and says, "I'm fine." But there's a heaviness in her voice that tells you she's not. You don't press her, but you follow up softly. "I just want you to know it's okay to talk to me if something's bothering you. I'm here for you." Your calm and caring approach creates a safe space for her to share. After a moment, she takes a deep breath and says, "I've been feeling really down lately. I don't even know why, but it's like this sadness just won't go away." Her voice is filled with vulnerability, and you can see tears forming in her eyes. Instead of brushing off her feelings or trying to cheer her up right away, you say, "I'm so sorry you're feeling this way. That must be really hard to carry around." She nods, her emotions starting to spill over. You sit with her in the silence, letting her know through your presence that she's not alone. You might even say, "It's okay to feel like this sometimes. I'm here, and you don't have to go through it by yourself." As she begins to share more, talking about her worries, self-doubt, or things that have been weighing her down, you listen without judgment. Your patience and understanding give her the space she needs to process her feelings. By the end of the conversation, she thanks you, not because you solved her problems, but because you gave her the gift of your time and attention. Sometimes, that's all someone needs to feel a little lighter. Number 4, navigating a moment of insecurity. Try to see this. A woman excitedly gets dressed for an event, but suddenly hesitates in front of the mirror. She turns to you and says, "Do I look okay?" Be honest. You notice her voice carries a hint of doubt, even though she looks beautiful. Instead of a quick, "You're fine," you pause and say, "You look amazing, but what's making you feel unsure?" She opens up, admitting that she's been feeling self-conscious lately because of some changes in her body or because of how others might perceive her. Her vulnerability in this moment shows she's seeking reassurance, not just about her appearance, but about how she's seen by you and the world. You look her in the eyes and say, "You're beautiful to me in every way, and you always will be. But if there's something bothering you, I'm here to listen." As she talks more about her insecurities, you avoid dismissing them with clichés like, "Don't worry about it." Instead, you validate her feelings, saying, "I can understand why you'd feel that way. It makes sense, but I hope you know how special you are." This approach helps her feel supported and valued, easing her self-doubt. By taking her feelings seriously and offering genuine reassurance, you create a moment of connection that builds her confidence. She walks out the door feeling not just good about herself, but also about the support she has in you. Number 5. Supporting her during a setback. Envision this. She comes to you looking upset, holding her phone in her hand. "I didn't get the job," she says, her voice shaky. She tries to brush it off with a nervous laugh, saying, "It's fine, I'll find something else." But you can see the disappointment in her eyes. Instead of saying, "Don't worry, something better will come along," you sit beside her and say, "I'm sorry you didn't get it. I know how much you wanted this." Your words give her permission to express how she really feels, and she starts to share her thoughts about feeling like she's not good enough or wondering what she could have done differently. You listen without interrupting, letting her get everything out. When she's done, you say, "It's okay to feel disappointed. It just shows how much you cared about this opportunity. But this doesn't define your worth. You're talented and hardworking, and I believe in you." These words help her feel supported and remind her of her value beyond this setback. Later, you might help her brainstorm for future opportunities or encourage her to take a break and recharge. By being there for her in this moment, you show her that she's not alone in facing challenges and that her emotions are valid. This strengthens her trust in you and gives her the courage to keep moving forward. Understanding and mastering the inner emotions of a woman goes beyond simple communication. It's about truly connecting on a deeper level. Emotions are complex, and listening with empathy allows us to see beneath the surface. By acknowledging and supporting her feelings, we create a safe space where she feels valued and understood. This connection not only strengthens relationships, but also builds trust, showing that her emotions matter. For watching this important video, emotions can be intricate, and by taking the time to truly listen, we create a deeper bond and foster meaningful connections. It's not about fixing or changing her feelings, but about offering empathy, support, and a safe space for her to be herself. Through understanding, we show that her emotions are valid and deserve to be acknowledged. By applying what you've learned here, you can better navigate conversations and moments of emotional vulnerability. It's in these moments that relationships grow stronger, trust deepens, and emotional intimacy flourishes. Remember, listening is an art. It takes practice and patience, but the reward is a more compassionate and connected relationship. Once again, my friend, I really appreciate for watching. I hope this video has inspired you to approach emotional understanding with more care and awareness. Your willingness to grow and listen makes a difference, and I'm grateful for your dedication to creating meaningful connections. Stay tuned for more insights and see you in the next video. Thank you so much.